What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH, let me tell you something. Carly is working my ever loving fucking nerves. Like, do she not understand the severity of this situation? The five families are not happy. They want Jason to eliminate her because they don't trust her. They see her as an outsider, a civilian. And Jason, as much as he tried to convince them, like, she's not a snitch, she's loyal, she's this, they don't give a shit about that. They don't trust civilians. You are a civilian in their world. She's sitting here talking about she got mad because, well, not really mad, but she was upset because Jason made it apparent that they have to set a wedding date quickly. They need to do this now. And they have to invite the heads of the five families to the wedding. She's sitting there talking about, well, is any part of this wedding gonna be about us? No. That's Carly, sweetheart, dumpling, sugarfoot. Nothing about this wedding is supposed to be personal between you and Jason. Everything about this wedding screams business. That's what it's supposed to be, sweetheart. It's not supposed to be, oh, Jason, I love you. Oh, Carly, I love you. You're the wind beneath my wings. No. No, 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 fucking no. That's not what the. Carly, this. No, no. This is not that type of party. Y'all are supposed to get together, put the wedding bands on, say some I do, say some, lovey, little bit of lovey dovey shit, and kiss your bride and go on about your goddamn business. That's what this is supposed to be about. A united front. That's it. To prove to them that you're not a snitch, you're loyal, you can be trusted. That's what this is about. It's nothing more, nothing less. This wedding is not supposed to be personal. And I think that's what she wants. And that's not what you're going to get because that's not what this is supposed to be. Damn, woman. Get with the program already. It's not supposed to be anything more or less. So anyway, moving on from that foolishness. Um, I wanted Trina to go waiting to exhale on Spencer's ass. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted her to go waiting to exhale Angela Bassett on his ass. I wanted her to go downstairs in the main house, go to his bedroom, take all his clothes, and burn his shit. That's what I wanted her to do. Cause he pissed me off. This fool sitting here talking about, oh, I want to get to know you, I like you. And his bitch show up. His broad show up. His scrape. She showed up. And come to find out, his girlfriend is that psycho from the hospital, Esme. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. So Esme was his girlfriend. She's the one who was the nurse at the hospital stalking around, following Avo all over the place. That's his girl. I wanted Trina to slap the shit out of Esme and slap the shit out of Spencer. Because when Esme popped up, she kissed Spencer in front of Trina. I said, oh hell no, you need to slap the shit out of both of them. And then Spencer standing behind Esme looking all smug. He had this little smug look on his face. I said, Trina, knock his ass out. Knock his ass out. Hit him with a two-piece and a biscuit. Knock him the fuck out. Absolutely not. Knock him out. Slap the shit out of her. I had enough of this. I was like, no, you deserve better than this. You deserve better, Trina. You deserve better. He's sitting there talking about something. Oh, I was gonna introduce y'all tonight or whatever. I was gonna introduce you to my friends tonight. You're a friend. You're a friend. Oh, bitch, you're a friend. That's what we doing? No. He want to sit there and talk about friends. When Trina mentioned them being friends, he was taken aback by that, like he was trying to get out the friend zone. But all the while, you had a bitch over here. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. Absolutely. I'm disgusted with this. Mm-mm. And so Esme, she's sitting there telling Spencer, oh, the funny part was she was sitting there telling Trina, oh, I'm sure you heard of me. No, ain't nobody heard of you. Absolutely not. Nobody's heard of you. Spencer has not spoken about you. And I love the fact that Trina even said that. She was just like, no, I haven't heard about you, and kept it pushing. I love that. But you could tell Trina was hurt by it. But Esme, nobody, no, nobody heard of you. Um, so she was basically telling Spencer about the whole her setting fire to Ava's car. He was shocked by it. He was shocked and pissed. And she basically wanted to know why, because she thought that he wanted revenge on his father and Ava. Um, so pretty much Spencer's definitely knee deep in this stalking situation. He's knee deep in it. Figured as much. Because the problem with this storyline was you didn't really know if it was totally him or who he was working with or who did what. So now we pretty much are getting the pieces to the puzzle to this thing. Um, and then when he introduced his father to Esme and stuff like that, now he talking about, oh, I'm not staying here at Windermere. I'm gonna go back to the mainland. He talking about he going to stay with Laura or whatever. My thing is, Nicholas, open up your eyes. You are getting suckered. You were made to be the villain because Esme knew about the whole plan that Nicholas had. She knew about it because she was tailing Ava, and she knew that he was up to something. So it's like, damn, bro, your son and his little girlfriend just one step ahead of your ass, and they made you out to be the villain while he gets to play victim. And I understand where Laura's coming from. She doesn't want her son to be full on Cassadine. She doesn't want him to be the evil Cassadine like the rest of his family members. I get that, but I hope Laura keeps that same energy when she finds out what Spencer's been up to, because Nicholas has been right for a while now that Spencer was behind this stuff. And it's fucked up that Nicholas thinks like, oh, now I got to be the bad guy and all that, and maybe I was wrong about my own son. No, you need to get a switch and tear his little ass up is what you need to do. That's what you should have been did a long time ago. You should have been took that boy to the woodshed a long time ago. And that's where I blame Nicholas. Nicholas was too easy on Spencer over the years. Like, Spencer has been pulling shenanigans since he was a child and never faced any real consequence. And that's Nicholas's fault. You should have been wearing his ass out since he was a little boy. I believe in beating. Not, abuse. Not per se. I believe in spankings. You need to tire fire to his ass. You need to get on that boy. Because this is what happens when you allow children to be disobedient without consequence. This is what happens. You end up with this. I would have wore his little ass out every day. So anyway, moving on from that. So Ava pretty much got it in her mind that she needs to get the hell out of Port Charles at this point. Because she feels like the stakes are just getting too high now. Somebody's fucking with her. They setting fire to her car. Now Kiki's badge pops up. She feels like it's all getting to be too real. You know what I mean? I love the fact that Kevin went to go check on her and stuff like that. She got Portia checking on her and stuff, well, in a medical capacity. I hate that Ava's like this. And I feel like Kiki's death changed her. And it changed her for the better. It did. But damn, man, I hate seeing Ava like this. Because I like Ava. But I also like badass Ava. And if this was Ava a few years ago, man, she would have had her gun locked, loaded, and ready to go. She would have never let nobody run her out of town like this. And I feel like Ava don't need to leave. She need to stay and fight and get to the bottom of this thing. I understand she's doing it for Avery's sake. I get it, because she doesn't want this to escalate and hurt her daughter. I understand that. I think that's the most selfless act. But Avery, in my opinion, is very safe. She got guards all around her. She's fine. Ava needs to fight back and fight back hard, because I wouldn't let nobody run me out of my town. No, I would not. Hell no. I'd fight fire with fire. And that's the Ava Jerome I know. The whoop ass. That's what I like. She don't take no shit. I'm also glad that, Trina was comforted by Portia and stuff. It was kind of baffling to me why Portia asked Trina where she was, like, where's she been. Then I thought I could have sworn she told Portia that she was going to be with her friends. I don't know if Portia knew she was going to be at Windermere, but she did tell her, Portia she was going to be with Cameron and Jocelyn and stuff like that. She did tell her that. But I feel bad for Trina. Trina didn't deserve that. She really didn't, because I could tell she was falling for Spencer. But you know what? It's good that her eyes was open now to him. Better, better now than later. She saw the real Spencer, and I love it. So anyway, moving on from that. Um, Everybody popping up at the Savoy. The Savoy looked like a fun ass nightclub. It looked like someplace I go to party. I'd be like, get down on it. I'll be up in there partying my ass off at the Savoy. So Britt is sitting at the bar by herself, drinking away her sorrows, thinking about Jason. I feel bad for her. Damn. And here go Terry. Here she go with Elizabeth and Epiphany. My boo Epiphany is back. It's good to see Epiphany. That's my boo. I missed her. Glad she back from vacation. Hallelujah. So Epiphany pop up in there. Bobby was up in there. Um, Pretty much the whole nursing staff was up in that shit. Um, Deanna, everybody was up in there. Um, so anyway, they all just partying, laughing, having a good time and whatnot. So Britt comes over, and they were just hell to her. Elizabeth, Epiphany, they were not here for Britt. They really were not. Epiphany threw digs at her because now she's co-chief of staff, so she sees that as a demotion. I wish people would stop saying that's a demotion. I'm like, most companies have co-CEOs. That's not a demotion. You still got power. Like, it's not a demotion. Um, you're just sharing your responsibilities. And Elizabeth was sitting there talking shit or whatever. I'm like, Elizabeth, you are the last person who should be judging anybody. Now, don't get me wrong. They all have reasons to dislike Britt. We've all known that when Britt first came on the show, she was a bitch. Yes, she was. But she has changed for the better over time. And, a lot of the decisions she made when she was chief of staff was not of her own volition. A lot of that is what Cyrus ordered her to do. What could she have done? Her demoting people, firing people. That wasn't her call. That was all Cyrus. Bobby getting fired, and Bobby was sitting there with the stankest attitude. Oh, call me Nurse Bobby or whatever. I'm like, Bobby, Nurse Spencer or whatever. I'm like, Bobby, chill out. It was not her call to fire you. That was really not her decision. Calm down. But Elizabeth and them, they just so judgmental. But Elizabeth was the first one running around talking about, oh, people should forgive Franco because he changed. Okay, Britt changed too. Where's her forgiveness? Damn. But, Britt, she took it on the chin or whatever. She walked back to the bar. And, that's when Terry walked up and basically, tried to comfort her and stuff and just let her know, like, you burned a lot of bridges and it takes time to rebuild those bridges. I agree with her. And, at least she had her back on that front. And even Epiphany walked over and talked to her and stuff like that. And sympathize with her and shit. Because Epiphany came over there to, talk to her and stuff because she heard that, she's not all bad and, she heard about the stuff she did for Jason and all that good shit. So, I think Epiphany is turning a corner with Britt. And Britt was nice enough to send them shots and stuff. She was nice. And of course, Elizabeth was sitting there bitching about Carly and Jason getting married and whatnot. I was talking about, oh, because Jason always put Carly first. I'm like, Liz, be quiet. Just be quiet. Every time I start to like Elizabeth a little smidge, she always got to open that mouth. Just hush. Just be the hell quiet for once, please. So anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and I'll see y'all all later. Peace.